This is the TISAS B45R, and I wanted to share some updates with you since I last featured this pistol. If you're looking for certain holsters, grips, or wondering how well it performs the different ammo, then this should be helpful. The first thing I want to talk about is holster selection. If you're anything like me, you've noticed that finding holsters for certain 1911s can be tricky. You also don't want to risk spending that money on a holster that doesn't fit, or on one that you don't end up liking. Well, about a year and a half ago, I purchased this Safariland 6285 Level 2 duty holster for my Colt M45A1. Since that pistol and this TISAS are both full-sized railed 1911s, I'm happy to say that it fits well and that it's been working great ever since. Holsters are very important for obvious reasons. They protect both you and your gun from unwanted removal. These aren't pieces of equipment that you should cheap out on. Now, even if I'm just a weekend range warrior, I like the extra level of retention on this holster. It gives me the confidence to know that it'll safely hold and protect my 1911. It's also lined with felt on the inside, so while it doesn't completely safeguard the finish on your gun, it does a really good job still. If you're looking for a holster for a railed government profile 1911, check out this one. You don't need to buy the same one I did, but just make sure to buy something of quality. Okay, so the second thing I wanted to share is that, so far, the TISAS has run 200 to 300 rounds of Tula steel-cased ammo flawlessly. It's never had a failure to extract, eject, or go into battery. While any pistol worth its salt should be able to run steel, it's still good to know, because frankly, when I hear of 1911s in this price range, I'm just not sure what to expect. Successfully cycling steel isn't praiseworthy by any means, but I've been pleasantly impressed, so if you've wondered whether you can feed your TISAS steel, then it looks like you're good to go. 45 is usually more expensive than 9mm, so if you're looking to save a few dollars by getting steel-cased ammo instead, then it's worth considering. Just keep in mind that steel ammo is dirtier than brass-cased ammo, so you may have to clean more and it tends to wear out your pistol faster, but it's something you may not notice unless you're shooting it for thousands of rounds. Now, another update I have for you is that I've started to change my reload method based on your guys' feedback, and it's made a big difference. Before, when my gun was empty and the slide locked back, I'd reload and use my dominant hand's thumb to press the slide stop. This is what I was used to coming from my Glock 17, but since the 1911 is larger, I'd always have to shift my grip to do this. Now, I use my support hand's thumb instead, much like hitting the bolt catch on an AR-15, and it's been great. I don't have to shift my grip at all, and while I'm still ironing out the kinks, I know this is going to be my go-to method for reloading the 1911. There's nothing against the slingshot method either, but I've just taken a liking to using my support hand instead. Here, I'm just running a few drills to get used to the new technique. I'm trying to focus less on speed at the moment and more on form and consistency. I'll eventually speed it up as I practice more. The last thing I'll share is about grips I'm using on my 1911. These are Operator 2 grips in Hyena Brown, which are made by VZ. They're a super popular accessory, and I think they're worth it. The TISAS came with smooth black plastic grips which didn't offer much support, but these G10 grips not only look great, but they're very practical since they allow you to get a really firm grip. Well, that's all I have for this one. I hope you found these updates useful, especially if you're considering purchasing a TISAS pistol. I'll still continue to provide updates as I get into higher round counts, but for now, thanks for stopping by, and I'll catch you in the next video.